Hi friends, today we are going to discuss telemedicine practice guidelines, basically medical records, how to generate, how to store it, and how to transmit if required. Myself, Dr. Suresh Padmat, Professor of Psychiatry and also Head of Telemedicine Center, Head of Forensic Psychiatry Services, NIMANS, Bangalore. Before I start my presentation, I would like to have a disclaimer. This presentation is basically academic purpose only. If you require any legal opinion, please do contact an advocate. And also I request you kindly to go through the original document of telemedicine practice guidelines released by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And also if there is any amendments to this document on MCI website. So today we'll be discussing on medical records, how to keep the medical records and also how to generate those medical records online. So what records to be kept in telemedicine consultation? See, medical records generated either digitally or written, documented and preserved in telemedicine consultation will be similar to in-person consultation. So does the doctor requires EHR or EMR, that is basically digital record. EHR is electronic health record, EMR is electronic medical record. It is left to the doctor, either he can use EHR, EMR or else he can physically write those documents and preserve physically. How long these medical records to be kept? The guideline, telemedicine guideline is not clear or has not kept any timeline. However, Indian Medical Council Regulation 2002 clearly says inpatient records for 3 years. So in this area, how long to be stored is not clear at this point of time. Maintaining digital records like log, records of the telemedicine interaction, phone logs, email records, chats, text record, video interaction logs to be kept. Patient records, reports, documents, images, diagnosis data, either it can be kept as a digital or non-digital, either in the physical drive or on the cloud, but it has to be secured. That is very, very essential. Along with this, a copy of the prescription which is generated and transmitted to the patient, the doctor needs to retain it. That is a very essential medical record as per the telemedicine guideline. The telemedicine guideline prescription looks like this. So it is made as an annexure to in the telemedicine practice guidelines. It goes like this. First, on the top, registered medical practitioner, name, address, registration number, specialty, contact details, date, time this prescription was generated, name, address, age, gender of the patient. On the left hand corner side, the doctor needs to write chief complaints, relevant points from history, examination, lab findings, any investigation suggested. On the what we call it is on the right hand side, the doctor needs to write the diagnosis and provisional diagnosis. I would like to remind you to all the doctors, basically this you have to make a diagnosis or provisional diagnosis online. If you don't make any diagnosis, it will be considered as a professional misconduct. And also the prescription written should be in the capital letters or in the generic name. What about confidentiality and privacy of the data? This is a very serious concern for the doctors. With regard to medical ethics, data privacy and confidentiality, the doctor shall abide by the Indian Medical Council Professional Conduct, Etiquettes and Ethics Regulation 2002 and also the relevant sections of IT Act, data protection and privacy laws, any applicable rules notified from time to time for protecting the patient's privacy and confidentiality. At the same time, the RMP should ensure the reasonable degree of care undertaken during hiring such services like generating, keeping the records online or keeping the records on cloud or on the physical drive. He has to maintain a reasonable degree of care of security. Reasonable degree, not 100%. That's what the telemedicine guidelines. Many doctors are also apprehensive if there is a breach in technology or what we call it as hacking or a leak of information of patients. What will happen? See, the telemedicine practice guidelines are very clear. The section 3.7.13 has clearly stated doctor will not be held responsible for the breach of confidentiality if there is a reasonable evidence to believe that patient's privacy and confidentiality has been compromised by technology breach or by a person other than RMP. So it's very crystal clear. It has been said that if there is a technology hack or a breach by a third person or a third party, the doctor will not be held responsible. But however, a reasonable degree of what we call it as care has to be undertaken by the doctor during hiring such services. So don't be apprehensive, my dear doctors. Please go ahead and practice telemedicine. Generate documents. Please keep those documents either digital or non-digital. Thank you very much.